so let's make our subpages. I'm just going to go ahead and close out of this. We have done our damage. Any minute now. There it goes. And I'm going to go to the dashboard. So I'm just going to click on the thing there. Okay. And we're going to go to pages. And basically we have a couple different options. There's a couple different ways about making these pages. I'm going to show you one way, and we'll do another way. Okay. So the way that I kind of prefer doing it just is that way all the settings are already set up, is I like to just duplicate it. By default, actually, it doesn't have a duplicate in it. Works doesn't like have a thing to duplicate. Now you can see I have a button that says duplicate this, and that will duplicate it. The only reason that works is, if you remember earlier, we installed this duplicate page plugin. There's a bunch of duplicate plugins, so you might see something else. Basically, they all add a sub button here that you duplicate it. So I'm going to click on duplicate this. It's going to create a duplicate. Now, when it creates a duplicate, it's going to be a draft. And the draft just means that you can work on it and everything. You see it just like normal, but it's not published. Well, that's the other. So published means that it's live, like everybody can see it. So you can see this one says draft and Elementor. So I'm going to do is I'm just going to do quick edit. And what that's going to do is it basically just change the title and all that other stuff. So we'll call this one Contact Us. Contact Us. Main page. And then I'm going to change it from draft to published. And then we'll just update. Okay. Now that we have this one, I'm just going to go ahead and click on Edit Elementor. I don't think I really need these anymore. We'll just leave this one here. I'm going to kind of make these subpages pretty quick. I'm not going to worry about like the aesthetics as much as we did last time. Okay. So, we have this thing, but you see it's pretty much exactly the same settings as the previous one, so we just want to go through and, make it not look like that. So I'm going to go ahead and X on that, delete this one. We'll delete this one. I'm going to keep this one because I'm going to use this one for my next bit here, and I'm going to delete this one, and then we have nothing left over, so all we have is this section here. Now, I could delete this too. I'm going to leave it because I think this is what I want to use. So, I want to get rid of this element, so I'm just going to right-click over top and just hit delete. And we will also just get rid of these. So right-click, delete, right-click, and delete. That way I just keep the row as it is. Now they do have a couple of options here. This is my Contact Us. So I'm going to grab the Google Maps, and I'm going to hover over here and drop it like it's hot. And right now it's London Eye, which we don't want. So I'm going to make it Cecil. So we're going to do 1 C Hawk Drive. Cecil. I think that's enough to get it where it needs to be. Yeah. So there it is. Woo! We could choose the zoom and the height and all that other business, but we'll call that good. Okay, so that looks acceptable. And I'm just going to click on this to bring back the other things. This button here. And, okay, so we'll do a heading. So I'm just going to click and drag this in here. And I'm just going to write, come visit us. And that looks okay, but it's green because that's the rest of it is. So let me see, not here, style, and text color, yep. So let's just use our globals and we'll just use white, come to us. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna click back on this to get to all of it and just do text. And there we go, hover underneath it, that looks great. And then click back on this. I'm not going to worry about, well, that probably should be white, actually. Let me click on the little, there, okay. We're just going to go ahead and go to style and make sure it's white. I'm not going to worry about filling out all the, okay. Now click back on this. I'm not going to worry about writing it out because it's irrelevant. When you go to make your own site, you should fill all this stuff out, though. Okay. Not this time, but I mean for the project. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this divider, put it underneath. Okay, and let's go to style. And again, we'll just use white. Actually, let's do yellow. Ooh, it's fancy. Click back on this. And then I'm going to use, we don't want Pro because we can't afford Pro. We're going to go ahead and, I think it's social, there we go, social icons. And we're going to, come on, put those in there. Ooh. And those look good. All right, so, So this will be our come visit us for our about or I'm going to call that good just because I don't want to spend a bunch of time on those. We didn't really... Stuff you should already know. The best thing to do, honestly, is just to go through and try out the different little modules that they have for that are available to you. There's a bunch of them that are extra ones that are in there. There's one that's a form, which I would have liked. I clicked update, by the way. That would have liked, but it really wasn't an option, unfortunately. So, all right, so let's go ahead because it's pro. So we're gonna click on this and we're gonna exit to dashboard now. So that page is done. And let's make one more page, and then we're going to do a menu. All right, back here again. Okay, so I just clicked on the icon again. Okay, pages. So let's just do a new page altogether. So you can see you don't have to clone them. So add new. It's going to bring up the Gutenberg or whatever editor. Okay, and we're just going to click on edit with Elementor. And it's going to give us the default kind of blog with the sidebar and all that other business, which I don't really want. So you can see it's just this generic-y thing. So I'm going to click on settings here. Oh, it didn't give me the sidebar thing. And we'll go ahead and make this published, and we'll change the name to, we'll call it like Student Life. And we will hide the title, and we want the page layout to be Elementor full width, so it goes all the way across. And voila. So we did that. So let's make a new section. Let's do one big one. And then let's see, full width. Stretch the section, so go all the way across. Let's go to the style. And then let me background type classic. We want classic. Click on this and we're in green, just because that's what we've been doing. Okay. And then we just need to put some stuff in there. So I'm just going to click on this to bring up the modules here, or they call them elements. Okay. And then we can put something in here. Let's say we put a video in here. So we're like, it's testimonials of kids liking our stuff. I'm not going to put anything in there, but we would put a video in there. It's your video. That's better than something I would put in there. All right. Let's go ahead and add another section, and let's just do a 4. All right. And then we'll do, click on this. And then we'll just do, let's see. I think there is a, like a rate. They keep pulling this up. I don't want you pro. And general's okay, I think. Yeah. So we'll do star ratings. Actually, we're gonna do image box. Right. And so basically it'll be a picture of a person, and we'll just do another image box. Let's do image boxes all the way across. Unless they don't have. Oh wait, they have testimonials. It's this one. We'll stick with the image box. So another image box here. Click on that. Up here, image box. I'm just going to put image box all the way across. And image box. Great. And then I'm just going to put like a rating underneath so that they can tell that we're really awesome. Okay, so rating 0 to 5. That's fine. Rating 5. Can I make it 6 even though it's 0 to... I wonder if it will do like, put 6 in there. Do it. That'd be fun. Yep, we want it like that. Let's go ahead and center it. Let's go to style. I wonder if I can change the size here. We can. Good. So let's make it bigger. We want lots of stars. I want everyone to know. Okay. So that looks good. And I want to duplicate this. I'm gonna right click over, duplicate. Right click, duplicate. And then I'm going to grab each one of these and stick them in right where I don't want them. Come on, down here. There you go. There. And then we got to duplicate this one too. Okay, come on. There you go. All right, and just so we look honest, we'll do 4.5.5. And yeah, we're gonna call that good on our pages, just so we have stuff in there. Obviously, I'd want to go through all the settings and change it all up, but having me do it isn't gonna teach you anything more than what you're gonna do. You're gonna want to just play around with it and the images and stuff. I'm gonna update so it's updated. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do the menu. So update, good. And I'm gonna click on this, and we're gonna go exit to dashboard. And there. Okay, good. Now, I just want to preview this, so I'm just going to hover over one, and you'll see view. I'm going to middle mouse button click on it, so it opens up in a new tab, and that way I can just see what I have. I just want to show you what we've got so far. And yeah, so you kind of see we got this. Now, sometimes this one's apparently not doing it. Usually, as you make web pages, or as you make pages, they'll actually show up over here. Ours is not, which I find interesting. So either way, you don't want to use that one anyway because you want to make your own. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make our own menu that will then stick up here. So you go underneath appearance, and then you'll see menus. Now you have a bunch of different options over here. Well, actually, first we got to make one, so it doesn't have one by default. So we're going to just call this one main menu. And then this will be our primary menu. Okay. Oh, see, there it is, automatically at top level page. So we didn't, if we had this on, basically any page that we made that wasn't parented to another one would show up there. So we're going to go ahead and create menu. Now, depending on your theme, you'll actually have more options here. Like they might have footer, they might have secondary, they might have sidebar, they might have a bunch of them, right? So this one had another one for social media. That's not really what we need, okay? So there we go. So we made the menu. It's right here. That's good. Now what we can do is actually add our items to this, okay? So we can add our pages to it. We can add posts, which we're not doing that anyway. And you can add custom links. So if I want to make a button that just leads to like my social media or something, I could put in a URL wherever I want to go. What I want it to say, like, you know, my MySpace, but then my MySpace link up here, and then you can add that to the menu as well. And I don't ever do anything with categories. So we're just going to go to pages. Let's hit view all because we only have 3 pages. So I'm just going to check all of these on and hit add to menu. There they are. Now, we're not going to do this, but if you wanted, you can actually expand these too. If you wanted them to say something other than what the page is, you can actually change that here. And you can hit, if you accidentally did something, you can remove here. If you want to move the order, you can just click and drag. And if you want to make subpages, like want student life to be underneath contact us, that would now be a drop down. Okay, so you have pages underneath, like subpages. That's how you do it. So you'll notice, like my site, I have subpages underneath my main heading. But that looks good. That's already checked on. Let's save menu. And then I'm going to click on up here, and I'm just going to refresh, and it should show up on the top here. And there we go. There's our items here. Woo! Now let's go to edit with let's go to customize, because I'm not a big fan of the search bar. I don't feel like that's something I really need. Hopefully there's a setting to turn that off. More than likely there is. We didn't play around with the menus at all because we hadn't done them yet. We'll go to menus, and here's the main menu. Now you can make them in here as well. I don't know. The other one has more options, so I think it's better to do it inside of here. Good. So it says main menu. We got these items here, and we can make any adjustments. But I'm not seeing anything there that has. Let me see. Theme options. That's fine. Might have to manually do it. Theme options, main options. Not seeing anything there. No. Theme options, blog settings. How do I get rid of you? Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. So I'm just going to do the additional CSS thing and get rid of it that way. So let's go ahead like this, web developer. I would have thought that would be, usually there's like a toggle for on and off. There probably is, I just can't seem to find it. So I'm just going to do it manually. So we'll just hover over here. And there's search. Oops. I lost it. Like this. Okay. And, well, that's close enough. Okay. Okay, so there's module left, module hand. Oh, wait. Right here. Button search. So the class is search. Let's see if we can get that to work. So I am going to try this. We're going to do dot search. I think it was a class, right? And let's do display. Oops. None. And there it goes. All right. So that's why it's handy to be able to do that, because we could just manually. Now that's not the best way to go about it. Like I said, it'd be better to actually just change the actual setting, but that does work anyway. All right. So now we have officially. I'm going to exit out of this. Now we have officially made the website. Yeah. So you can see we have this web page here, and click on the home page. Here's the contact us. It's pretty exciting stuff. I don't know where my Google Maps. There it is. My Google Maps. Student life. They don't have them. Okay, so that's basically it. What I want you to do is basically just copy what I did here. Be thinking about what you want to do for your own site. It's kind of open, whatever you want to do, final project. So, but you just need to make it in here. Yeah. So good luck.